G'day legends, ATRON here and welcome back. I've had a little bit of a long holiday, but I'm back for some Christmas joys and whatnot. Yeah, it's been good. I've had a couple of people contact me throughout the time I've been away, just doing a little bit of life. But yeah, here today to do a little bit of Iron Will and Minnow bombing with the new setup and the new power level of Minnow, really. So before we get into it, I just wanted to. I know a couple of people have asked me over the past how I end up doing the screen in OBS, which you can see the PC behind me. And this is just simply Samsung side sync. You got the phone here connected by a cable. This screen will pull up and you pull the phone screen up, and right now it's black. But if I go up here and I just click enable presentation mode, it enables me to control my phone now at the same time. And then we just simply go into the good old Castle Clash and then pump it up a little bit more. And that's it. That's how we get into it. So good good old mate Hamsy God is lent me his account today, wanting to test out the new Minnow. He sent me some new videos recently of it, and it's pretty mind blowing the power level that you've got going on with this Minnow, and what that means for Guild Wars especially, and then in defense and in offense, I suppose. So we're gonna jump right back into it. I mean, it's been nice to keep in touch with a few guys, but previously to one shot a base, I believe the best combo has been Minnow Iron Will, Revite 5, and then previously before Insignia 8 came out, you would have Michael or Mike, and then you would have Serena. So Mike giving the buff and Serena giving that 100% buff, where she got a skin on. No, so she's here. So that, as we all know, Serena gave the 100%, but she also targeted the first hero dropped. So that was a lot of the issue that you had when you were using that setup, is you would have to wait for your Anubis to die when going into raids. And then of course the other thing is using Michael, or Mike, whatever you guys want to call him, Mikhail, Michael, and what does he do? He pumps up 75, 60, 68%. So you can still use Mike, I reckon, in the setup. I don't know what is his setup at the moment, because I don't really want to change heaps of stuff. So that's good. That we can pretty much roll with that and use just for some testing. It's not Guild Wars at the moment, but we've got Ronan to pretty much survive. He's got Phoenix, DD. Now the good thing about Ronan, I think, is also using Revive 9 and Insignia 8 for Scorch, because the difference between 8 and 9 Scorch is not much, but the difference between 8 and 9 Revive is pretty huge because of the double tap Revive, which means the double tap Doom Balloon. But that's pretty much the squad you would normally use. I don't know. I think this is just his defense squad. This is not what we'd usually go into Guild Wars with, but with the Minnow, we'll pretty much just roll with that. We'll just go to the base. We'll see what happens. And why it's important is because Minnow can now just walk up to a base. So, and he doesn't have to wait for Anubis to die. So Anubis can take all of this aggro and then just allow Minnow to walk in. So like all the doves taking the aggro, all the gunslinger copters and stuff like that, all you gotta do is time it in between. So if we, if we're just gonna drop this Anubis up here, he doesn't have Revite or Empower, so that was a touch annoying, but he is very... Oh no, that Anubis is getting chunked even still. Maybe I'll have to change up a couple of things. If we put Lavanica up there as well, just to get rid of these troops. But the whole idea, right, once all the troops are gone, and the survival definitely helps on Anubis having... Oh, Jesus. Alright, so, just going to figure out... Normally I have Revite on my Anubis, which I think I might just swap his to for sake of ease at the moment. So what has he normally got on his? So he does have survival on it. We'll try it again. That's alright. We'll just go to either a base that's not as easy, or not as, like, wasteful, I suppose. Because the first thing I want to showcase is the fact that without troops, all you've got to do is drop one hero now. So that be that Lava or Anubis in the corner, and then just drop Minnow here. He'll walk in. He's got Bublo, that's 99%, and then Lavanica drops for the Doom Balloon, or the Ronin drops with the Doom Balloon, and can get at least 3 Doom Balloons drops off very quickly with that 9 of 8 Revive. So 99%. So let's look at why. What do we got? Minnow, 10 gems. So we'll go in again. have a quick see. So that's nothing else except Minnow just doing his thing, and walking into the base. So what have we got here? That's a Sasquatch totem. So all the stuff is destroyed now. But even on a base like this, so they're all distracted, right? All we got to do is put Minnow up, and he didn't quite make it, so that's all right. We'll get out of that. Unfortunately, we can't just reset it like Guild Wars. We actually got to go in, find a different one. So no troops. This is where it's going to be fun. So you always want to drop a decoy, obviously, just for distraction in case first hit. But that was Doom Balloon and 1 proc, so it's hitting between 93 and 100%. So the reason you got to... Oh, did you guys see that message? I wonder if that was a message. The reason being would be some buildings are more, some buildings are less. That Doom Balloon obviously took the proc first, but who do we want to attack? Someone who's not going to drown us, I guess. So we put the Anubis. Is he going to attack the wall? Looks like it. So I dare say the what is it? The Minnow would have attacked that wall as well. So once we get all the troops done, and having a dove. I mean, Minnow Bombing has got a lot harder recently. Having a dove on that base. So now all the troops are gone. We don't even need to worry about like Minnow doing anything else. So we just find a building that he's going to be able to hit. So I'm going to go like that one there. A couple of troops. He's got Bublo on him, and then he just goes in and cracks the base. Massive. And that's probably the most important part, is 2 heroes to do Guild Wars, right? So you've got Anubis. He's taking aggro. He's taking first dropped priority aggro. And then you've got Minnow over there with Bublo getting affected. The only other benefit, I suppose, I'm not sure if there's any heroes that offer a boost in speed. Does anyone... I might be blanking here, but that would be the only real benefit. Like to zoom him in even quicker would be some other form of speed. I don't think there's a lot. I might be blanking here. It's been a while. But yeah, the power on this is ridiculous. So not having to put Serena in offers you a lot more utility in how you're going to attack a base. So even these walls now that like offer not that much distance, especially if you don't have to worry about Minnow being the first targeted, because that's the massive issue. Minnow being the first targeted once Anubis dies, because previously to get the Serena buff you needed to have that first hero dropped, so Minnow needed to be the first hero dropped. So we've got not a lot of stuff going on down here, so I reckon that's probably the best place to drop the Minnow. So all we're going to do is drop the Anubis at the top and the Minnow down below. He's going to walk in. He's not getting stunned. He's got a little bit of a Bublo benefit, and then he just pops the base. So I'm not sure what was going on up the top. There wasn't obviously many gunslingers or empowers or stuff going on there. The only benefit, I'm not 100% sure if... I always used to think having Bublo on the next hero dropped would offer the benefit more so than having the hero who was wearing it to take the effect. I could be wrong on that. I think it did look like he got a boost of speed, but yeah, like, so that's the mechanics and why he's able to pump up. After this one, we'll go through a little bit of the math, I suppose, as I always like to do. So what is that? The new hero? No, that's just a lava skin. So Athene, lava. So I'll put Anubis over here. He's going in. He'll have survival on him. So he should... Or maybe... No, he was definitely under the Ares just then. Alright, so we'll scrap that. We've seen the power. We've seen the why. Important. But let's just, for anyone curious, going, oh, how is he getting 100%? Why is it going to 100%? Well, let's just look at Minnow and let's look at his attack damage. So, and this is not even including the new breakthrough traits on available. Like, you can get an extra 8,400 attack apparently after you get to breakthrough like 20. I mean, that's a long way away and not necessary at the moment. But let's look at his. Holy Jesus, 15,000. Where does that even come from? The level 8. No. Where is that coming from? 15,000 seems like an awful lot. Equipment. Alright, well that's interesting. So if we just do like we'll just do a quick little bit of, got my calculator up on the screen. Can I do that? I think I can. I think I can pull it pull it up. So let's just do a little bit of fun for everyone. Alright, so we've got the Mino there going. What is going on here? Standard, just my standard calculator. Alright, so let's check this out. So we've got, is this going to ditch the calculator every time I move something? Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. So let's just add his attack. Oh no, I clicked that. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so let's just go back to here and we're going to add in, what are we going to do? 8128, numlock, 8128, plus the 15207. Okay, so that's what we've got as his base attack, which is huge, by the way. Massive. And all that he's got going for him at the moment is... Oh, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta use my phone. I gotta use my phone instead. So all he's got going for him is the 140% for the first 22 seconds, which is massive. And then, of course, the new Revite 8, which is incredible, getting that extra 70%. So far we've got, 140, 70%. So we're looking at 210, I suppose, 210%, plus another 25 from Victory Lunge. What's that? 232%? 235%? Yeah, that's about right. I think that's it. So they're the three things that he's getting buffed from. And then, of course, you get his proc damage of 250%. So all of a sudden, you've jumped up to 400 and... Oh, Jesus. So we times it by 1.4 for the 140%, and then we times it by the 1.7 for the Revite, and then we times it by the 1.25 for the Victory Lunge, and then we times it by the 2.5 for his proc damage. 173,000. What am I missing here, though? I feel like I've missed something, because normally it goes well over 250, 280, because all you're really looking for is the damage on the town hall, and obviously he's getting there. So what have I missed? I've missed something here. I used to do this calculation, but I'm obviously having trouble with it at the moment. Point being, he's smashing buildings, realistically. For 173, I totally forget how I used to work this out. That's pretty much how you work it out. I just forget what I'm supposed to be adding on. 140%, 70%, 25%. Oh, right, because I'm adding... Nah, because I did... That's 140%, so it's not 1.1, it's 2.4, not 1.4. So if I just divide this bad boy by 1.4 equals times 2.4, that'll be my answer. Right. Yeah, that's... Yeah, right. Does that make sense? I've figured it out. So he's hitting for well over the Town Hall equivalent. So that's why he's popping bases. He doesn't need anything else. He just needs himself, which is a new level. Ways to counter him, I would assume, by having less flying heroes. Not really ideal. It's not really going to work, because you're just going to use a hero to break a couple of buildings. But yeah, that's... you got to remember, his Minnow is also quite... I think his traits are all attack. Yeah, so like literally, this is the, at the moment, aside going into the breakthrough, this is literally the highest damage a Minnow can do, unless you're using UP, but of course that's going to cause you a bunch of issues not getting stunned. So I guess you can do the math and work it out, but I mean, the level of this is insane. So, I think you guys can correct me, I'm pretty sure my math was like spot on, but like even that, he just walks in, oh, that's interesting. So, his Anuba's still not up. So that's why you always want to do someone else drop first, because that Oracle, so it's that Oracle on Oracle has stopped him proccing. So just simple stuff like Anubis and then Minnow, but he died due to an Empower by the look of it. So other things to take note of when you're going through a base. Do we have an Empower Boogie? Do we have an Empower Skelly, Walla, something that's going to take damage / slow Minnow down in enough time? Gunslinger procs will probably be enough to kill Minnow. That's a Skelly proc. You can always get rid of a Skelly proc with a couple of troops. No stress. Making sure Minnow's not going to proc. That was just a Revite. That was just a Revite Skelly. So can he walk through?
He walks in, he goes up to something, got stunned. Of course, the troops are still there because I'm delirious and didn't even take note of them. Walking through. So if no one's touching him, like nothing is going on, he should be hitting for, that almost 300k mark, which is above the town hall equivalent, being the highest HP building. So, what's going on here? Nothing in the center. Is that even triggering a totem? Something like that. Oh, there's Walled there. So this will be interesting. Will there be enough time to debuff him, or will he proc something straight away on this new anchor chick? Or, is this the same base I was just in? No, the other one had troops. So nothing's proccing. Minnow, we'll just put Anubis down here, Minnow up there. He goes in for 100%. Happy days. No issues. You just got to keep him off first priority drop aggro. And that's it. I mean, this is... I know Hamzy God was... he wants to do a record to see how quickly he can do Guild Wars. I mean, that's 2 seconds. This Guild Wars has never been easy. Obviously, they're all going to have troops. And so that's a little bit of something to think about. But asides that, he just walks up. He's just taking bases with ease. Like, you go through Expedition... let's do that. Let's go through Expedition really quickly. He's already done it, obviously. Just, oh, can I reset? Cool. Alright, so we'll just go through with a couple. What have we got? See how quickly Expedition actually takes. Who has the... So we got the Anubis, we've got the Ronin, we've got the... Who was the other one? I just want the Lava, I think, that has the Survival Lava. Was that the Survival Lava? Oh, I don't know. That'll do. How quickly are we going to be... Oh, moderate traffic. Thank you so much, Google. Alright, so... Anubis goes in. He's going to get attacked. Troops are down. Minnow is in. Happy days. Obviously, if he gets deflected throughout this, it's going to be a little bit different. But, you go through Expedition at probably record speed. 1 hero drop. Don't even need to worry about that. I think you can almost cause a new record on Expedition, especially when you, if you're counting from when you drop the heroes, or if you actually just want to time how quickly you can get it in through from start to finish. That'd be another question entirely. So we send them in like that. We'll send both of them in just because this base looks like it could be a bit chunky. Alright, we wait for the Empower to go down, we send Minnow in, and then boom. Happy days. So that's the big thing to watch for, is just Waller obviously slowing down, doing damage for starters. All Town Hall. So we just stop on that. We drop the Lava for the... Oh, no, it's not the right... Okay, everyone died. Then obviously this is Expedition, the heroes are a little weaker. I haven't got the right... which... Oh, it's the Survival one. Okay. The Survival, Lavanica, select heroes, we'll ditch that one. So, like, just in that moment where you might find the damage, I'm interested to see if the damage from Minnow, oh Jesus, so many. The damage from Minnow is actually with the Revite, if it multiplies, or because it's just stacking at the start, if it has oh no, 84%. And then obviously with a little bit of extra help. So there's a bunch of heroes that do auto procking. Obviously do Dread Drake being one of them. So he offers a lot of bang for buck on extra targets if you are looking to use Minnow as obviously the big thing. But maybe you don't have enough power. Maybe you don't have Revite 8 or something and you're just getting under. So you want a couple of heroes that are going to be able to deal with the cleanup if you need it, right? So not everyone necessarily will have a Town Hall 25, and that makes it a lot easier. But if that is the case, nothing to really worry about. Oh, Jesus, that is quick. I don't know how long this was, but it was like you get the point. Bases like these in old school / new school. What's that, Gunslinger? There's a Dove Keeper there. So obviously there's also put everyone in. Now where's the building? Troops are down. Alright, we're just going to get Minnow to race in on that balloon. Oh, Jesus. Alright, and boom. He comes in, obviously slowed down by something, but, like, even if you need to put in more heroes and you can kind of cross your head-to-head and your head-to-head and your Minnow bombing, but I think we've pretty much gone down through why it is so much easier. Why I don't know how you're going to defend against it. Like all these bases now with, can I? What's his friend list? Does he have a friend list? So friends. What's his might of some of his friends? 500s. Spanky. He seems pretty high. He's talking about him. Actions. Practice. How good is this practice feature? It is the best. Okay, so it's obviously not the same, but the base layout is pretty much what I'm talking about. Like, the more distance for Minnow to walk is going to be the harder. Obviously, if you want to spend a whole bunch of monies and not build many gold mines or anything like that, you could if you just, or the mills, I guess, but why would you want to do that? It's not a lot of might. So, like, all the heroes are in the middle, so I think this is the same sort of basis as Hamzy God's got. So, obviously there's a lot of troops surrounded by, like, all 6 of the heroes, so they're not spread out. So if you're going to send Anubis in, you're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with those troops. So you try and find, for what I would be doing, is trying to find the furthest away building where you're going to be able to proc on. Maybe, Dove is out. So Lava goes in, just for some additional support. He's not even going to be able to destroy anything. Alright, he's going off. Alright, so now we're going to go into the center and probably get some axing going on us. Although with the survival talent, that is going to definitely help. Definitely going to help. I would say Anubis deal with like this head-on. I mean, this is ridiculous. You're not going to really go up against the PD a lot of the time. But his lava is definitely chunking out work. So the other thing is, I think his you can do a cross combination. I suppose troops are going to be a biggest fallback. So you've got Phoenix. He's getting rid of a whole bunch of troops there. And of course you've got the Dovekeeper that will be proccing. So once all those troops are gone with Phoenix, with potentially, you might have to play hardball and just do it on like the last 10 seconds. So obviously I don't want to go anywhere near those heroes because I need to wait kind of in that. So as soon as you see Ronan die here, my option would be, he might kill the base by himself, but if he doesn't die, I've got 10 seconds where I need Minnow to walk in and hit the base. So in that essence, you can be looking at doing Minnow for cleanup crew, depending on the way the base looks. So you might want to be doing, kill all the buildings. I know the new hero is ridiculous. Like, I think I saw, who was doing it? Probably JT did a video of the new hero and just wiping out like 50% of the base. You put Ronan on one side, that hero on the other side. If they have a Dove, being Dove like is the worst defensive hero for Guild Wars for that exact reason, that Minnow can just walk up to the outer corners and do it. But yeah, like, it's insane, the damage that's coming out of this Iron Will Minnow on level 9, just because of that massive jump from 90% to 140%, enabling you to just rely solely on Minnow for the one-shot proc tap power, getting rid of Serena and Mike, and then enabling you to just use cleanup. So use Lava to go in. Dread Drake is, I think, for the building cleanup, I would assume is why he's doing that. I think he just left his heroes as if like he would use them for a Minnow Smash or what he's been doing, but all fun and games. So big shout out to Hamzy God for have I been saying that wrong? Hamzy God? Yeah, that's how I would say it. Hamzy God. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. Oh Jesus, what did I do? I'm out. Oh no, I disconnected it. My mistake. Anyway, that's me, guys. I'll peace out from here, and thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this, much appreciated. If there's still love out there after my little spring hibernation, so much appreciated to all you legends that are coming back watching this. I'll try and make a little bit more of a consistent effort as we go forward. I know this update's brought a lot of new stuff going on, so as well as what we just saw there in the Minnow bombing, the next few videos I think I'm gonna also have Hamzy God. He got a bunch of the new talents, so some more news on how that's going to work soon, I suppose. So we'll have a play around and figure out a new, I think what will be the new and greatest Archdemon setup that you can go for now. So anyway, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in and enjoy.